Hello, magical butterfly. Welcome to this twin flame reading for the 1111 portal to see what the 1111 portal energy is bringing in for twin flames. My intention behind this reading is to channel the messages that twin flames need to know now in this moment, whenever you're watching this, because this is intended to be timeless, to help you gain a better understanding of how this 1111 portal is going to shift you, your twin flame connection, your twin flame, and your twin flame journey itself, helping you morph it all into what you believe is for you when it comes to twin flames. There's so much information out there on twin flames, on what the journey is, what it's supposed to look like, the outline, but what I'm seeing is what was told to me many years ago doesn't always vibe with me now. So in my own connection, I have found going back to the beginning to revisit it from a different pair of eyes, a different perspective. I see how I manifested where my connection is right now. So if you are separated from your twin flame, if you are not seeing any physical signs of union, getting back together with your twin flame, this reading is for you. There's something in this reading that is going to help you. 1111 is telling you that the universe is arranging people and experiences on your path to help you succeed and helping you wake up to who you truly are. So this 1111 portal is showing everyone, but for twin flames, it's showing you who you need to be going forward, because twin flames, you are awakening just like everyone else, but you need to awaken to who your twin flame is, who you are to your twin flame, and what the connection and the journey mean to you. Finding that balance, finding what you believe is for you. Your twin flame journey is not about your twin flame, making it all about them. It's about them showing you how to come back to you, how you can come back to find yourself. This is how you awaken the manifester within yourself. So I want you to sit back, relax, close your eyes if you feel guided to, and allow the messages to come forth as they're supposed to. So spirit, angels, ancestors, what is the energy for the 1111 portal for twin flames? We have heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly, discuss your feelings with the other. Before you can have a heart-to-heart conversation with your twin flame, Spirit wants you to have a heart-to-heart conversation with yourself. Having a heart-to-heart conversation with yourself is going to get you the insight on what you believe in your heart is true with your twin flame. Because your past self, the self you were when you met your twin flame, when you started the journey, manifested where you are right now. So the 1111 portal is going to show you, by staying physically present, not looking back on the past, not doing the same past patterns, the same past behaviors, the past action steps, anything you did in the past that got you here, where you're constantly looking back going, well, what if I did it this way? What if I did it that way? Spirit's telling you the past is done, and the 1111 portal wants to close the door on the past. So you have this heart-to-heart conversation with yourself to see how you can align to the present, to be your physical self, the person you are right now, and learning how to connect to your future self so you can manifest something good in the future. Because when you met your twin flame, you knew they were the one for you. You knew it when you first met them, when you looked at them, when you shook their hand, when you looked into their eyes. Just being around them, You knew that this was your person because you felt like you already knew them. You felt like you already met them. But then what happens over time is that fear comes in, doubt comes in, other people come in, information on social media and the internet come in telling you, well, maybe this person isn't the one. Maybe it's supposed to be like this. And then you have the people who want to say they want to help you, because I've experienced this on my own journey, and then they start telling me all sorts of things about my twin flame, and they kind of did that to push me off the journey. So what you want to do by aligning to yourself, by remembering that when you met this person, before you spoke one word to another person about your twin flame, you knew they were the one for you. So you go back to the first time that you met them, what you felt, what you saw, just every emotion, feeling, intuitive pull that you had. Have that conversation with yourself on why you knew in your heart they were the one. Because I'm going to tell you right now, there is no other person besides you who can tell you who your twin flame is, who is the person for you, because you tell the universe who you want by your thoughts, by your beliefs, by your actions, by your vibration. When you are closed off to love, when you are guarded, you will not bring in a healthy love partner. You will bring in emotionally unavailable people who are going to show you through their experiences with you. You got to open your heart. You got to listen to your heart. You got to heal. So the heart-to-heart conversation that you're having with yourself about your twin flame is going to make sense to you. It's not going to make sense to anyone else. And I'm really just feeling, if you feel like you want to share this with somebody, make sure you're sharing it with somebody who can listen to what you have to say with an open mind. And if you hesitate to tell somebody, there's a reason for that. And listen to that instinct, because Spirit wants you to understand that when it comes to love, you can get into this honeymoon energy to enjoy the bliss of the holiday time together. So we are almost in the holiday season. We just had Halloween pass, Thanksgiving is coming up, and then we have Christmas, New Year's. The holiday season can be very difficult for people who are in separation from their twin flame, because you can get into that sad energy. So Spirit wants you to have bliss with yourself by knowing that you are going to move forward. By staying with your present self, you are going to move forward. And moving forward is going to show you how much that you deserve love, because you are lovable. So here's the thing. Your heart has to be Cupid. You have to be Cupid. You can't, like, I know, like, when people talk about Cupid, it's like Cupid's arrow is going to shoot an arrow at the person you're meant to be with. But the download I'm getting right now is that Cupid is you. You're your own Cupid. And who you point your arrow of love at, you shoot it at them, and the intention, the energy, and the love around that arrow is what brings them in, because they're a match to you. And when that arrow has a little bit of hurt and heartbreak and anger, the arrow may not hit its mark. Instead of hitting the bullseye, it could hit something on the side or completely miss the bullseye. And when that happens, this is where you get into the energy that your twin flame does not feel the same as you. You feel that there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep the relationship going. And that's when you start to focus on separation. That's when you start to focus on, this isn't going to happen. What am I doing? What am I doing? I don't understand. And what you're not seeing is that you do have a person from your past, or maybe just past relationships, past patterns, behaviors from love. And this could stem as far deep into your childhood as to how you were raised, how you witnessed relationships growing up with your parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles. Any adult around you at that time is telling you, you have to release your ex. And this also means release your past. Because when you can see that the time has come to clear your energy, you have to do a cleanse. You have to do some type of clearing. And the way you do that is to love yourself first, is to give yourself the love. If you feel that you didn't get the love that you needed, maybe as a child you didn't have requited love. Maybe you felt like you had unrequited love as a child. Maybe your twin flame did, and that's why the two of you are very much guarded and you couldn't let each other in. Whatever the reason is, your self-respect matters. You're more attractive with romance. Like, I can't even read the card because Spirit's telling you your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So you have to understand that. See, I had trouble saying that. So Spirit's saying you have trouble saying to yourself that you are worthy, you are valuable. Because when twin flames separate, twin flames are told you have to detach, you have to shift the focus to you. And that's needed when you have an unhealthy attachment to your twin flame. If you were part of my 11/11 portal soul activation that I did today, November 11th, we talked about that. After the activation, we talked about twin flames and how twin flames when you're separated, and how twin flames when you are wanting to have union with your person, but you get so detached, you get so afraid that you don't bring it back in. Spirit's saying you have to be open to it. You have to put it out into the universe saying, you know what, I'm going to move forward. I'm going to set the intention. I want union with my twin flame. And if your twin flame wants union with you, you both are going to choose it, but you both have to be open to it. And you also set the intention where if Spirit sees that my twin flame is not the match for me, but they see that someone else is, I'm open to that too. When you can get into that mindset and take that risk, knowing that it may work out with your twin flame, having a second chance, having a reconciliation, having a reunion, and understanding that there's a chance that it may not based on their free will decision, but you're okay because you know if somebody else comes in, it's because there's somebody that's better, as a better match for you. It's not saying that there's somebody better than your twin flame, but remember, you both have to choose it. It's not just one. One paves the way for the other, but the other has to choose to walk that road. So when it comes to finances and career, this has been a big focus for both Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. And most likely, as you go about your journey and as you heal yourself, as you find yourself, a lot of people realize the choices they make in careers just isn't for you anymore. So if you are not happy in your job, they do play a factor in your love life, especially if you have a job where you feel you can't make time for somebody, or your twin flame has that issue as well. People who truly love each other, who truly want to be with each other, will make time for one another. There's always a compromise. So, Spirit wants you to know that when it comes to your twin flame connection, very soon, you're going to see a shift. So right now, you have to clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Meaning you have to tell the universe what you want with your twin flame connection. It could be you want a reconciliation, a second chance with them. Maybe if you've never met them, you want them to come into your life, or you may choose not to be with your twin flame. But you have to decide by making that heart-to-heart conversation with you a priority. It is imperative and important to your connection that you are able to have that heart-to-heart conversation with yourself, because that heart-to-heart conversation is going to show you how you can make the effort. Because remember, great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take, so it's worth the risk. Wouldn't you rather know than always ponder what if? I used to shy away from wanting to know. I used to be really good at telling myself stories in my head, stories that were not true. And I found out later that had I taken that risk, I would have known the truth. So, When it comes to twin flames, every connection is different, but religious factors is not just religion, it's upbringing, societal programming, family dynamic is always influenced by that. And twin flames are always encouraged to find what works for them. Because when you can connect to the romantic feelings that you have for your twin flame, because your feelings are real and they're worth exploring, because you have a chemistry with someone who is a magnetic attraction, because they are your twin flame, your twin soul, the mirror to you. Now, you two don't necessarily share a soul, but you two have a bond where you two mirror to each other what you like and dislike about the other. But to manifest twin flame union is very difficult, but it can happen. And that's something that needs to be spoken to about, like, how do you manifest union? It's not like you say, I'm in union and it happens. You have to do the work. You have to take risks. You have to be open to the passion to allow your heart and soul to sing with joy, to create what you feel is your forever, whether it's marriage or just living happily ever after with someone. So the 1111 portal is going to help you free yourself, because it's time to take back control of your life. It's time to take back control of your destiny, your thoughts, and it's time for you to see your twin flame journey, your twin flame connection for what it is to you. No one else but you. Everyone is going to change their perspective, their views, their beliefs when it comes to twin flames. I've seen it for the last 5 years since I've been on this journey. I've seen a lot of readers who were for twin flames, but when they express how their twin flame did not choose them, their perspective changes. I have not been chosen by my twin flame, but I will not come here and tell you not to believe in it, because I know for me, my twin flame separation has a lot to do with the choices that I've made in my life over the years. And these are things that I'm healing right now. Because I went back to the beginning of my connection and I saw it. I saw how I was afraid, how I blocked, and now I'm seeing how I can free myself so I never make that mistake again. And that is the direction I'm taking with channeling messages for twin flames. I'm going to show you through what Spirit is showing me, through the downloads I receive, and through how I handle my life going forward, whatever comes in, because Spirit knows that I'm open to it. I am open to whatever magic and wonder and love they have for me, because I trust. I have given them complete surrender, and by doing that, I've had a huge release, and I now see things differently. And you can too. So just remember, having a heart-to-heart conversation with yourself is going to bring back the playfulness, the flirtiness, being able to trust, and most importantly, calling in your one true love, the romance of a lifetime. And I'm even hearing the song Love of a Lifetime by Firehouse. That song is a message from Spirit telling you it's time to manifest your love of a lifetime. So how do you want to show up for yourself every day? How do you want to change up yourself, your routines, your thoughts, your behaviors? How can you step into the present you, ignoring what the past you is saying and connecting to the future you? And the way you do that is to understand that separation is designed to help the two of you heal. And doing this helps you keep an open mind, because your soulmate twin flame may differ from your usual type and expectations, especially if you haven't met your twin flame yet. So know that reconciliation is possible, but you have to release the codependency of the past. You have to be able to take a risk and give this relationship a chance to really get to know one another, and to know that no matter what happens, it is worth waiting for, because divine timing is at work in your love life. Spirit, your angels, your guides are here to assist you, and every one around you can give you advice, but only you know what's in your heart. So listen to your heart going forward. Have that heart-to-heart conversation with yourself. I do hope this has brought you clarity and guidance. If this resonated for you, please make sure to like, share. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe and hit the bell notification. If you're watching this on Instagram or Facebook, hit the follow button. Drop a comment below to let me know how this helped you. If you're interested in booking with me, if you're watching this on YouTube, go to the description box. On Instagram, go to the body of the video. All of my information on how you can book with me, connect with me outside of the platform you're on is listed there. Have a magical 1111 portal. Take care of yourself, take care of your heart, and love yourself often.